What's up, guys? Sergio here. So today, what I want to talk to you guys about, if you saw from the title of the video, is just three different diets. These are three diets that I think that are more on the popular side. So I figured I touch base on them, and also per request from one of my clients, just to talk about the differences between these three diets. Okay. We're talking about clean eating, flexible dieting, or if it fits your macros, and intuitive eating. So clean eating pretty much is the traditional bodybuilding diet. It's basically eating, all whole foods, raw foods, foods that aren't processed, really any non-junk foods. So, a lot of lean meats, things that are low in fat, things like that. So all the foods are very nutrient dense, but because they're more whole foods and raw foods and things like that, they're usually not very calorie dense. So that's really the big or main focus of clean eating. Flexible dieting, or if it fits your macros, is basically a less rigid approach than clean eating, and I feel like it kind of came as a response or kind of like a counter to clean eating. But basically, if it fits your macros, allows you to have a little bit more freedom in your diet and still be able to maintain or achieve the physique you're looking for. And basically, you do that by tracking your macronutrients and also your total caloric intake, and making sure that as long as those numbers, you fulfill those numbers, you can really eat whatever you want, or I should say, have a little bit more freedom in your diet, because it definitely, flexible dieting has been depicted, I think incorrectly, where showing that you can eat whatever you want, or like you're eating whatever you want all the time and you're still maintaining or achieving an awesome physique. So you may have seen people eating pizzas and ice creams and stuff like that and still completely shredded. I feel like that is a little bit misleading as far as what flexible dieting is. You definitely can do those things within reason, but you definitely don't want to do those things all the time. But that's pretty much what flexible dieting is. More freedom in your diet, and by tracking your macronutrients and your total caloric intake. The last one, intuitive eating, is really how it sounds. Intuitive eating is basically almost like flexible dieting, but without the tracking aspect. Really, you're eating based off feel. So when you're hungry, you eat. When you feel full, you stop eating. And you can still eat, whatever you want, but you're just really just eating intuitively. Intuitive eating seems to be the most effective for people who are maintaining their physique rather than trying to lose or gain weight. And really the reason behind that is because when you start trying to put on weight or you're trying to lose weight, your perception of being hungry or being full is going to be skewed or kind of pushed to the limit. Because you're going to have to obviously eat a little bit more if you're trying to put on weight. So you're going to feel full, but you're going to have to eat more to put on more weight. And then when you're trying to lose weight, it's going to be vice versa. You're going to be hungry because you're not eating as much, and you're just going to have to be able to deal with that and know that you need to stop eating because you're trying to lose weight. So it gets a little skewed when you're trying to gain or lose weight, but intuitive eating seems to be most effective when you're trying to maintain. Also, it seems to be easier to adapt for people who are already experienced dieters. So if you are a flexible dieter, or if you are used to following a meal plan or something like that, it seems to be easier to transition into intuitive eating, having had that past experience. So those are the three different diets. They all have their pros and cons. I really don't think there's one that's necessarily better than the other. I guess I have my own opinion on which ones I think will be most effective, but really I think it comes down to the individual person. and then what your goals are. So what I recommend for anybody who's interested in any of these diets is to just research them, check them out yourself, and see, if it's going to be a good fit for you, and also check it out so that you know what you're getting into, so that you can be the most successful when you do implement one of these diets. So that's all I wanted to leave you guys with today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this gives you guys a little bit more insight on the different diets and how they work. So that's it, and hopefully you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys next time.